Yes, I started
Okay, guys.
recording.
Good. Okay, guys, I'll open my camera. Wait. Yeah. Now, guys, we are on page 81, lesson 1, and we call it a prime factorization. Now, let's start with the word prime. What's the meaning of the word prime? Come here, guys. Now, I'll compare between these two numbers, 6 and 5. Who can give me, guys, a numbers, if you multiply them, you can get 6. Who can give me a numbers, if you multiply them, you can get 6. يلا. Abdullah Mahid. Abdullah Ihab, sorry, Asif. Abdullah Ihab. Look at the board, guys, and try to understand me. Abdullah, are you with me?
Yes.
Can you give me numbers, if you multiply them, you get 6?
3 multiply 2.
3 multiply 2. Other numbers?
6 multiply 1.
6 multiply 1. Mumtaz. Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you. But who can give me, guys, a numbers, if you multiply them, you get 5? Imran.
Yes.
Numbers, if you multiply them, you get 5. Imran. 5 multiply 1. Do we have others for the 5?
No.
No. We only have 5 multiply 1. Top. How about the 8? And the 12? And the 7? Who can give me numbers, if you multiply them, you get 8, guys? Yalla. Ahmed Hamdi. Ahmed Hamdi.
By 6 or by 5?
لا ال8 خلصنا احنا ال 6.
4 multiply 2.
4 times 2. Others. Do we have for the 8?
8
what?
8 multiply 1.
8 multiply 1. Others, do we have?
No.
No. Top. 12. Who can give me a numbers, if you multiply them, you got a 12, guys? They have a lot of numbers. Muhammad Salim.
Yes, mister. The first
Muhammad.
number is
Give me
3 multiply 4.
3 times 4 and
6 multiply 2.
And
6 and 12 multiply 1.
12 multiply 1. Others, do we have?
No.
No. Top. The 7, guys. Who can give me 2 numbers? If you multiply them, you get 7. Who can? Ghassan.
7 multiply by 1.
7 times 1. Else?
There is no. Because it's
There is no. Now, look here, guys. Look at the 7 and look at the 5. 7 and 5, we have only the number multiply 1 only. But the other numbers, 6, 8, 12, we have the number multiply 1 and other 2 numbers. Like the 6, we have 6 times 1 and 3 multiply 2. Like the 8, 8 multiply 1 and 4 times 2. The 12, 12 by 1 and 6 by 2, 3 by 4. At this case, guys, the 5, we call it prime. We call it prime. The 7, we call it prime. We call it prime. But the 6, is it a prime? No, the 6 is not a prime. So the 6, we call it composite. Composite. Composite means it has others than the number and the 1. Okay? ال8 شو بنسميها ال8؟ composite. ال12 composite. So the primes, guys, in the timetable, if only 1 and the number, we call it prime. The composite, if we have others. Stop. If we have the number, this one, 10, Who can tell me 10 prime or composite and why? The 10. Who can tell me the 10 prime or composite and why? Jalal.
Composite.
Yeah, Mr.
Jalal. Prime
10 is
or composite?
the 10 composite
Why composite?
because it have only 10 by 1 10 by 1 equals 10
And
only. And
لا.
اسمع
5 by 2.
Mister?
5 by 2.
I want
5
to
by
say it
2.
but Ghassan say
Mister,
it.
don't take time. Don't take time. Yalla, quickly with me. Now, the 10 has 10 by 1, 5 by 2. What we
Yeah.
call it? A prime or composite?
شو اسمه هذه composite.
Composite. But the others like 7, if we don't have only the number and 1, we call it what?
Prime.
Right. How about the number 2? A prime or composite? I will choose.
That
No, I will choose. Wait. Ziyad Rida.
Yes, Mr.
Prime or composite?
The two is prime
Why?
because prime because it now it can't multiply by any number. Just
Only
one.
2 and 1. We have in the timetable only 2 and 1, صح? So what we
Yeah.
call this? Prime. But how about the number 18? Who can tell me the 18 prime or composite and why?
Composite.
No, don't say, Mr. خلاص, else. Omar Samer. Prime or composite and why?
Composite.
Composite. Why composite, ya Omar?
Because we have too much numbers to do it.
Yalla, tell me the numbers. What we have for the 18?
1 multiply 18.
احكي يا ابني.
By 6.
6 by 3, 9 by 2, 18 by 1, صح?
Yes.
But at this case, what we call it? Composite. But the 2, we have only 2 by 1. What we call it? Prime. So, to know the prime and the composite, guys, we will make what? Timetable. We will use our timetable. And you are grade 5 now. You should know the timetable very well. Right, guys?
Yes.
Let's go back to our lesson, which is what here? Prime factorization. Now, what's the meaning of the factorization, guys? The factorization, if you have something like this in 1 unit, okay, and you broke it and we make it like this. This we call it factorization. We factorize it. We make it parts. We make it in the place of 1 unit, we will make it what? Parts. This is what we call it factorization. Now in the prime factorization, we will use numbers because we are studying math. Let's start with the number 8, guys. How we make prime factorization for the 8? Look at the board and try to understand me very well. Now I will put 8, guys, and I will make something we call it a three-way. A three-way. What's the three-way? Now the 8, I will think about 2 numbers, Two numbers. If you multiply them, you get 8. Who can give me 2 numbers? If you multiply them, you get 8. سهلة. يلا. فيصل. فيصل يا مستر، لا حد يحكي بدون ما انا احكي له. فيصل.
8 4 2 8 1.
لا بدي 2 numbers only. Give me 2 numbers only.
4 2.
4 by 2. حلو. 4 with 2. Good. طيب. فيصل, stay with me. Can you give me 2 numbers? If you multiply them, you got 2 else than 2 by 1?
No.
No, so we have the 2. طب how about the 4? Can you give me 2 numbers? If you multiply them, you get 4?
Yes.
Which are?
2 2.
2 by 2. So, The 8, I make it 4 by 2. And the 2, I cannot make it more because I have only 2 by 1. 2 by 1, I don't use it. Because the 2, what we call the 2 before a few minutes, guys, we call it prime. So we cannot factorize the primes, okay? And the 4 here, I make it 2 by 2. But can I do more for the 2, Faisal? Faisal, you still with me?
Yeah.
Can I do more for the 2? Give me 2 numbers, multiply them, you get 2. No. Can I do more for this 2?
No.
Also no. If you cannot do more, guys, you put what? Circles like this. But I didn't put a circle for the 4. Why? Because I can factorize the 4 into numbers. Now, what are the numbers with the circles? 2 and 2 and 2. The 8 can factorize like this. Look here, guys. 8 equal. Look at the board. 8 equal. The numbers are which are in the squares 2 and 2 and 2. 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Now, Faisal, are you with me?
Yes.
2 multiply 2, how much?
4.
4 multiply 2, how much? 8. Got it?
Yes.
What we call this, guys? This we call it, look here, prime factorization. Why prime? Because the 2's here are what we call them there, we call them primes. Let's do another example. Another example. For example, guys, the number 12. How we make prime factorization for the number 12. Look here, guys. Who can give me 2 numbers, any 2 numbers? If you multiply them, you get a 12. Yalla, another students. And focus, the others, focus with me, guys. Yalla, Kinan Barakat. Kinan. Yalla, Kinan. Give me 2 numbers. If you multiply them, you get a 12.
6 multiply 2.
Stop. 6 multiplied by 2. Can I use 4 by 3?
4 by 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Which 4 times 3, 12?
Yes.
Stop. Can I use a 12 by 1? No. Because a 12 by 1 is still a 12. We don't need it. So I choose other numbers, okay? Now the 6 and the 2. Now I will ask you this question. Can I do more for the 2?
No.
No. Why? Because only we have 2 and 1. 2 and 1, we don't use it. The 1, we don't want the 1. The 1 in the prime factorization, guys, we don't need the 1. So the 1, we don't want it. So the 2, we cannot do more. So I put what on it? A circle. But how about the 6? Can I do more?
Yes, 3 multiply.
Yes. Give me the 6. 3 times
2.
Stop. The 3, can I do more?
No.
Why? Because only we have a 3 and
1.
And we don't want 1. The 2, only we have 2 and
1.
I don't want 1. So here I cannot do more. What I need to put around them?
Circle.
Circles. Now look at the 12, how we make prime factorization. A 12 equal. Multiply the numbers which are inside the circles, not 6, the numbers which are inside the circles, okay? Only 3 multiply 2 multiply 2. What we call this, guys? We call it a prime factorization. Now, Kinan, are you with me?
Yes.
3, look here. 3 multiply 2, how much?
6.
6 multiply 2, how much?
12.
Good boy. This is how we make a prime factorization for the numbers. We make a tree, then we select the numbers, and we put them in multiplication. Let's do another number, and let's make it bigger, guys. I'll do 36. Who can help me with the 36? How we do prime factorization with the 36? Yalla.
I can do it.
لا new students. مازن
6 multiply 6.
6 multiply 6. Can we choose another numbers for the 36, ya Mazen?
No.
Who can tell, guys? In the timetable, do we have 36 other than 6 by 6? Who can tell? We have. Mazen, wait, I will back to you.
Yeah, Mr. 4 by 9.
Aywa, we have 4 by 9. Let's use 4 by 9. But can we use 6 by 6? Yes, we can. 4 by 9, right, ya Mazen?
Okay.
Can I do more for the 9?
No.
9 in the timetable. Do you have two numbers? If you multiply them, you get 9.
Only 9 multiply 1.
That's 9 multiply 1. Where in 9 multiply 1? Think. In the timetable, do you have two numbers? If you multiply them, you get 9. Else than 9 times 1. Else. Who can tell, guys? Who can help Mazen here? Abdullah Ihab, Kinan, Umar Samer, Qassam.
There's no.
Qassam.
6 multiplied 2.
6 multiplied equal 9.
No, I make mistake.
Two numbers, if you multiply them, you get 9. Do you know?
Wait a second.
Wait. Guys, you don't memorize the timetable. It's a disaster here. It's a disaster. Abdullah, you have. Abdullah.
Yes.
Do you have two numbers? If you multiply them, you get 9.
3 multiply 2. No.
Yabni, 3 times 2 equals 9. What's the matter with you guys?
3 multiply 3.
3 times 3.
أيوة.
مالكم؟ مش عارفين timetable؟ ولا حرف. لا حد يحكي. مازن. Where are you? 3 by 3 كم ولا؟
9.
مش مالك مش عارفها.
I forget it.
Don't forget يا مستر. This is timetable. تحفظه زي اسمك. الكل يحفظ التايم زي اسمه. Now, can I do more for the 3s يا مازن؟ مازن.
No.
3 only 3 by 1, right? But the 1 I don't want it. So I don't want the 1. So I put what here? What I put here? Circle. But can I do more for the 4?
4? Yes, 2 multiply 2.
2 by 2. Can I do more for the 2?
No.
No, I put what?
Put circle.
Put circles. Now we are ready for writing the prime factorization for the 36. Height 36 equals the numbers in the circles. Here now, only the numbers in the circles. 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. What we call this, guys? Prime factorization. But for the 36, guys, Mazen said بالأول 6 by 6. Is it correct? Yes, we can use this. Mazen, can we do more for the 6?
Yes,
Mazen, 3
yes,
by
3 multiply 2.
Good. Can we do more for the 3?
No.
Circle. Can we do more for the 2?
No.
Circle. Can we do more for the 6?
Yes.
3 by 2. The 3, no. The 2, no. What's the prime factorization? Multiply the numbers in the circles, right?
Yes.
Well, 3 times 2 times 3 times 2. Look here and look here. Here we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. 3 times 2 times 3 times 2. They are the same. Why? Because in the multiplication we can switch. So here we have 2 2s and 2 3s. And here also we have 2 2s and 2 3s. So they are the same. This is what we call it, guys, prime factorization. Let's do some exercises in your book, page 82. Yeah. Who can help me with the first one? 63. Huh?
I can do it.
63. First, I want all of you to remove your hands. All of you, remove your hands. يلا. All of you, remove your hands. يلا نشوف.
أيوة.
طيب. If you have questions, put your hand. If you don't understand what we did in the board, put your hands. غسان.
Yes, Mister.
Did you understand يا غسان?
Yes, but I was raising for answering just.
لا يا مستر أنا حكيت الكل شو يريده. سمعتني ولا لا؟
كنت عم
شو
تحكي يا
يريدك؟
مستر.
شو يريدك يا مستر؟ كنان وعبد العزيز.
Yes, Mister.
كنان وعبد العزيز. يلا كنان, do you have questions?
No, I don't have any question.
Why you put your hand يا مستر؟ وبعدين معكم.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Remove. عبد العزيز.
I didn't understand.
يلا عبد العزيز. You didn't understand. See question 1. Sorry, not 1. Question 2 in page 83.
Okay.
We are on page 83, guys. 83. يلا. Question 2. We have the number. What's the number يا عبد العزيز?
2.
What's the number in question 2?
63.
يلا. We want to write the prime factorization for the 63, okay?
Okay.
Do you memorize the timetable يا عبد العزيز?
Yes.
Can you give me two numbers? If you multiply them from the timetable, you got 63? Did you hear me, mister?
No, I didn't hear you.
Give me two numbers. If you multiply them, you got 63. Do you know? Abdul Aziz. Mister,
Yes,
talk
mister.
with me. Talk with me, Habibi. Do you memorize the timetable?
No.
No. This is big problem, Abdul Aziz. You need to memorize the timetable. It's very important. Without the timetable, you won't understand. Okay?
Okay.
Now focus with here. Who can, guys, give me two numbers? If you multiply them, you get 63. يلا. دعاس محمد. محمد.
Yeah, Mister. 7 multiply 9.
Thank you, Muhammad. Abdul Aziz, are you with me?
Yes.
Look here. We write 63 and we make like 3. Muhammad Da'as said that 7 by 9, okay, if you multiply them, you got what?
63.
خليك معي يا عبد العزيز. Give me two numbers, if you multiply them, you got 7.
What, mister?
Mr. Allah يسعدك, focus with me and don't waste my time. Give me two numbers, if you multiply them, you got 7. It's big problem, Abdul Aziz. You need to memorize the timetable very well, okay? Focus with us now. طيب. Kinan Isam. Kinan.
Yes.
Give me two numbers. If you multiply them, you got 7.
Nothing. Just 7 times 1.
أيوة, just 7 times 1. If you have 1, we don't want it. خلاص. Make what?
Circle.
Our circle. طب, how about the 9?
3
3
times
multiply 3.
أيوة. صح يا عبد العزيز. 3 times 3. طب, can I do more for the 3s?
No.
No. But what?
Circle.
Circle.
Now, we go back to our number. and put equal like this and multiply the numbers in the circles. 7 multiply 3 multiply 3 بس وتركه لا تحط equal. Now you will make the 3 under the question and here you write equal and these numbers. يلا copy it in your book أشوف. This is a question 2.
Mr. Only this.
حبيب copy question 2 in your book. Under the question put this. بعد الايكوال بتحط هدول. يلا اشوف. This is a question 2. Question 3. Who can help me with the question 3 besides it? We have the number what? Huh? I want a new students. New students. Adam. 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 طيب. ماشي. وليد. Talk يا وليد. What's the number in question 3?
6 multiply 3.
What is the number in question 3?
18.
كم؟
18.
18. Huh? 18 equal. This is the question. Down of it, guys, we will copy and make our 3. Give me 2 numbers. If you multiply them, you get 18, ya Walid.
3 multiply 6.
3 multiply 6. Type. Can we do more for the 3? Circle. Can we do more for the 6?
Yes.
What is it?
2 multiply 3.
2 multiply 3. Can we do more for the 2?
No.
Circle. Can we do more for the 3?
No.
Circle. We finish. What are the prime factorizations? What is the prime factorization? Yalla. 3.
Multiply 2 multiply 3.
This is the prime factorization for question 3. Yalla kabiyat ashuf. Quickly, guys. Else, question 4. Who can help me? Yalla. New students. I'll go down. I will go down.
Sir, the mic.
Adam. طيب. عيسى.
Yeah, Mr.
Yalla. What is the number in question 4, ya Isa?
40.
We have the number 40. Yalla. Give me 2 numbers, ya Isa. If you multiply them, you got
4 and
40.
10.
4 and 10. Excellent. Can we do more for the 4?
Yeah.
We put circle on it?
No. We can.
No, we do
2
more.
and 2.
2 and 2. Can we do more for these 2's here?
No, but
We put what?
circle.
We put circles.
Yeah.
طب, how about the 10 ya Isa?
Yes, we can do 2 and 5.
2 and 5. Excellent. Can we do more for the 2?
No.
5.
About the 5.
5 multiply something. Do we have?
No.
Huh?
No.
Mister, we don't have, right? What we do?
Circle it.
What are the numbers which I need now? This 2, 2, and
5.
5. Yeah. Hi, 2. Multiply 2. Multiply 2. Multiply what?
Multiply 5.
This is the prime factorization for the 40. But guys, the 40, look here. I can use other numbers. Who can tell me? Yani not only 4 by 10. I can use other numbers. Who can tell? Isa, do you have other numbers for the 40? طيب عيسى is gone has gone. طيب محمد دعاس.
Yeah, mister.
Do we have other numbers? Isa said 4 by 10. He is correct. For the 40, do we have other numbers? احكي يا ابني. Do we have or we don't have?
I think no.
No, your thinking is wrong. Focus. Ghassan.
Yes, Mr. What's your question?
My question, do we have other numbers for the 40? Isa said 4 by 10 and Muhammad Da'as said no, we don't have. Do we have other numbers for the 40?
I think there is, but now I'm focusing in the other questions. I'm in question 6.
خليك بquestion 6. طيب else.
Mr.
مازن, do we have يا مازن؟ مش حافظين التايم تيبل بس تيجي على المدرسة بيصير خير. شمان. يس يا مازن. طيب.
Mr.
Yes, tell what we have for the 40. I cannot hear you, Mr.
Mr. 5 multiply 8.
5 by 8.
Why I want to say that?
5 by 8. Malcolm. Timetable.
Mister, I know that there is.
Don't talk. Don't talk, Mister. Don't talk. Mute yourself.
Okay.
The 8, 4 by 2. The 4, 2 by 2. What are the numbers? Look here. 5, 2, 2, 2. And here, 2, 2, the same numbers. So if it was 4 by 10 or 5 by 8, it is the same. It will give the same solution. Okay? Question 5. Who can help me in question 5? Timetable مش حافظين؟ بصير خير بس تيجوا على المدرسة. بصير خير. طيب. محمد سامر. محمد.
Yes, Mr.
يلا يا محمد. Give me question 5 now. What we have in question 5? What's the number?
1 minute.
1 minute عشان تشوف what's the number in question 5. طيب غيره. لا خلاص غيره معلش. I'm sorry I don't have time. محمد سالم. محمد سالم. انت ليش هيك بتعملوا اليوم مالكم؟ طب I will do it because I'm running off time. The 75 guys, we don't have in the timetable, but we know that 25, if you multiply 25 by 3, if you multiply 25 by 3, you get 75. Now the 25, we can do more, which is 5 by 5. The 3, we cannot do more. So the 75 guys, you put equal 5 by 5 by 3. Okay, this is the way how we do the prime factorization. We use the 3, then we put our circles, then we put our numbers here. Your homework for today is page 85. Page 85. You do questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do 2 pages. Yell. Page 85, guys, and 86. Do it, send them on the Classera, and at night wait my corrections for your answers. And if you have questions about this lesson, prepare them for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Mr. Kenan, you can stop recording and send it to my email.